Bulls fans, brace yourselves. A blockbuster trade could be on the horizon. Nikola Vucevic to the Warriors? Moses Moody and Kevon Looney to Chicago? This deal could shake up the NBA landscape. But is it the right move for our Bulls? Stay tuned as we break down this potential trade that has the entire league buzzing. Welcome to Chicago Bulls News, your go-to source for the latest updates on the Windy City's favorite team. We've got you covered with breaking news, trade rumors, and in-depth analysis of everything Bulls. From United Center to the front office, we're bringing you the inside scoop. Hit subscribe and let's talk Bulls basketball. All right, let's cut right to the chase. The rumor mill is churning, and it's spitting out some interesting possibilities for our Chicago Bulls. The latest buzz? A potential trade that would send our all-star center Nikola Vucevic to the Golden State Warriors in exchange for young prospect Moses Moody and veteran big man Kevon Looney. Now, before we break this down, remember folks, this is just a rumor at this point. But it's an intriguing one that deserves some serious consideration. Let's start by looking at what the Bulls would be giving up in this hypothetical trade. Nikola Vucevic, the 6'10" Montenegro native, has been a cornerstone of our frontcourt since we acquired him from the Orlando Magic back in 2021. This season, Vuce is averaging a solid 17.5 points and 11 rebounds per game. He's a double-double machine with a soft touch around the rim and the ability to stretch the floor with his three-point shooting. Vucevic's impact on the Bulls can't be overstated. He's been a reliable presence in the paint, a great pick-and-roll partner for Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, and his passing ability for a big man often gets overlooked. The two-time All-Star has been a key piece in our offensive system, and his chemistry with the rest of the starting lineup is undeniable. So, why would the Bulls even consider moving on from such a valuable player? Well, there are a few factors at play here. First and foremost, despite the individual talents on our roster, the Bulls have struggled to make significant noise in the Eastern Conference. We've been hovering around .500 for much of the season, and there's a growing sentiment that something needs to change if we want to take that next step towards true contention. Secondly, Vucevic isn't getting any younger. At 32 years old, he's still playing at a high level, but there are questions about how long he can maintain this production. The Bulls might be looking to get younger and more athletic, especially in the frontcourt. Lastly, there's the financial aspect. Vucevic is in the final year of his contract, and he'll be looking for a substantial payday this summer. The Bulls front office has to decide if they want to commit long-term money to a center entering his mid-30s, or if they want to allocate those resources elsewhere. Now, let's shift our focus to what the Bulls would be getting in return in this proposed trade. Moses Moody and Kevon Looney might not be household names like Vucevic, but they both bring interesting elements to the table. Let's start with Moses Moody. The 20-year-old shooting guard was the 14th overall pick in the 2021 NBA draft, and he's shown flashes of serious potential in his young career. At 6'6" with a 7-foot wingspan, Moody has the physical tools to be an excellent two-way player. He's a smooth shooter with a quick release, and he's already shown the ability to knock down NBA threes consistently. This season, Moody is averaging 7.5 points per game in limited minutes, shooting a respectable 37% from beyond the arc. But it's his potential that's really exciting. Many scouts believe Moody has the tools to develop into a high-level 3 and D wing, something the Bulls could desperately use alongside LaVine and DeRozan. When you look at Moody's per 36-minute numbers and compare them to other young wings around the league, it's clear that he has the potential to be a real contributor. His combination of length, shooting, and defensive instincts make him an intriguing prospect that could flourish with increased playing time and development. The other piece in this potential trade is Kevon Looney. Now, Looney might not stuff the stat sheet like Vucevic, but he brings a different set of skills to the table. At 27 years old, Looney is a seasoned veteran with significant playoff experience, having been a key role player on multiple Warriors championship teams. This season, Looney is averaging 6.5 points and 8 rebounds per game, but his impact goes beyond the box score. He's an elite offensive rebounder, a smart defender who can switch onto smaller players, and a great screener in the pick-and-roll game. Looney's basketball IQ and winning pedigree could be valuable additions to a Bulls team looking to take the next step. When you dig into the advanced metrics, Looney's value becomes even more apparent. His offensive rebounding percentage is among the best in the league, and his defensive rating consistently ranks near the top for centers. He might not be a flashy player, but Looney is the type of glue guy that winning teams need. However, there are certainly drawbacks to consider. Trading Vucevic would be a significant shakeup to the Bulls' core. His offensive production and floor spacing ability would be tough to replace, and there's no guarantee that Moody will develop into a star-caliber player. There's also the question of how this trade would impact the Bulls in the short term. Are we giving up on this season by moving our starting center? Or could the injection of youth and energy actually give us a boost down the stretch? Now, let's consider this trade from the Warriors' perspective. Why would they be interested in acquiring Vucevic? Golden State has struggled this season to recapture the magic of their championship run last year. They're currently hovering around .500, much like the Bulls, and there's a sense that they need to make a move to maximize what's left of the Steph Curry era. Vucevic could be an interesting fit alongside Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. His ability to space the floor would open up driving lanes for Curry, and his passing skills could make him a dangerous hub in Steve Kerr's motion offense. The Warriors have lacked a true offensive threat at center since the departure of Kevin Durant forced them to play smaller, and Vucevic could fill that void. Imagine the pick-and-pop possibilities with Curry and Vucevic. It could add a new dimension to the Warriors' offense and potentially help them make a push in the competitive Western Conference. So, Bulls fans, what do you think? Should we roll the dice on this trade and bet on the potential of Moody and the winning pedigree of Looney? Or should we stick with the proven production of Vucevic and try to make it work with our current core? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Bulls news and analysis. That's all for today, Bulls Nation. Remember, whether your team trade Vuce or team keep the core, we're all united in our love for Chicago basketball. Until next time, keep believing in the Bulls.